Today's outing at the MCG gives the Blues a better chance to gauge their potential than after last Saturday's all-the-way win over the Brisbane Bears at Carrara. The Bombers return to the ground with memories of their struggle against Richmond still very fresh in their minds after falling in on the last kick of the day. At VFL Park, the Hawks had to contend with a danger game, despite their mammoth victory over Sydney last week at Princes Park. Their opponents, Richmond, could have won both their opening clashes against St Kilda and Essendon and were determined to break the ice today. And a very good evening, everyone, and welcome to the AFL today. 4 matches kicking off round 3, and tonight the big game at the MCG between North and Essendon, and from league headquarters, Hawthorn takes on the improving Richmond combination. Well, after making the Foster's Cup Grand Final for the second year in succession, North has again given notice it could be a force in the competition. Last Saturday night's effort, admittedly in difficult conditions at Carrara, was fair, but against beaten Grand Finalist Essendon this afternoon was a game more likely to give Roos fans an indication of the club's worth this year. The Bombers, however, had won 4 out of their last 5 against North, and today they'd made 3 changes. Bailey, Flood and Buick in for Watson, Hamilton and O'Brien. The big loss for North was last year's Coleman medalist John Longmire, replaced by Ian Fairley. Staritsky, a late withdrawal by Schwass. Dinner's committee, Drew Morfitt and Don Scott are our commentators, and tonight we pick up play with some 15 minutes remaining in the second quarter. North Melbourne leading by a point.
Anthony Danaher, who can kick it in a long, long way, but he's not sure who to give it to. Anderson gives him the lead from centre wing. That's the direction of the kick. And Anderson leaves Roberts behind. Back to O'Donnell. O'Donnell's kick to full forward. Salmon with Martin. Comes to the front. And North out of trouble. Anderson was one of the stars of the season last year. Just about favourite on Brownlow medal night. The kick by Anderson. Big pack at centre half forward. Salmon. Beautiful to watch.
Yes, a great mark by the big fellow. He actually did get off the ground on that occasion. Watch him here. Good mark. He had the sit.
Well, that's his first mark. It's taken him until the 13-minute mark of the second quarter. Remember his contribution early in the grand final last year, where he was their only forward, Essendon, early in the game. Salmon from right in front and 52 metres out. It's close, and it's home for a goal. The Bombers have hit the front.
Well, the beauty of Salmon is the fact that he is a very, very mobile, big man. Usually when you're that tall, you're having the mobility. And there he is calling for the ball. It sits up. And he is just too big on that occasion. There's some big timber, tall timber in there. It's a good kick from Salmon. And now he's gone back into the ruck.
It's a strong second term from Essendon. They lead now by 5 points. And they win it out of the centre again. Salmon was the man who got the knockdown. Well, they haven't quite cleared the centre as yet, but they're controlling the play. Eventually, Anderson pumps them forward once more. Madden the target. Roberts reaching over the top. Chandler did well. Now he's in trouble. Slaps it out. Steele couldn't pick it up. Hurd going in the other direction. Keeps it alive. Knocks it across to Wizard. How will it bounce? It crushed the post. North taking a long time that time to clear the zone.
Well, they did well initially, North, because they were outnumbered, the defenders, but they finally got it. But it was good play then by Essendon to capitalise. This is a really good game. You can't afford to make a mistake because the opposition seem to capitalise.
Bombers by 6 points. Scholl, good mark on the run. Good kick too, coming in from Roberts. Scholl at right half back. Kicks towards centre wing. Carey goes up. Fisted away by Flood. Taken by Hurd. He's on centre wing. He centres. Kick it. Drifting into open space. Too much carry on the kick. Kick it comes again. Keeps it in front. Stevens dives on top of it for North. Shovels a hand pass away. Martin's kick ricochets back towards Wanganeen. The 2 number 4s track it down. Mann's got it now. Across towards Roberts.
Roberts nearly ran out of room. Finds Steele. Round the boundary line he goes. Gallagher comes from behind Salmon to spoil. Hurd playing well. Gee, the veteran has been in league footy since 1977 with a 3-year break in the middle. Gallagher Stevens. And the hand pass too strong and out of play.
And Salmon a little bit groggy behind play after that clash when the ball came down between he and Gallagher. He'd go very slowly to get to his feet, a little gingerly, shook his head. He seems to be all right now.
Gallagher down to Schwass. Straight out of bounds. And North Melbourne about to make a change. And we see Damien Murray, number 2 ruckman, coming on to replace Gallagher, who's rucked tirelessly against Salmon and Madden for a quarter and a half. Free kick to be taken by Hurd. Well, the man on the mark, Ramiro, came straight forward over the mark. Umpire must have said play on. Now with Bailey. Oh, good ball. Bailey weaved through a couple of them. Pumps it high. Oh, good mark. Madden.
Again, that ball holding up in flight. Madden in front. Had the set.
Simon Madden in his 351st game of football. 1974 he started his career. Man on the mark about 35 metres out from goal. Bombers lead by a goal. Awkward looking attempt to hold that one. He's allowed for a hurricane.
There's the time remaining. And the margin is 7 points. Essendon's way now. So the pressure back on North. Roberts goes in short. Chandler.
Oh,
Thought about playing on. In fact, he's told he did. Kicks it back towards half back then. This is Harvey with some time. Centering kick. Pulls it back to Salmon. They conceded some ground there, but they've still got the ball. Salmon's kick's a shocker. Wide of Wanganeen, taken by Buick, kicking at his 4th. It floats down towards the kickoff line. How does it bounce? Oh, just wide. It was trying to come back. 8-8 to 7-6. Essendon dominating the play. North had the best of it in the first turn. Roberts kicks in.
unfortunate because
he's bowled a no ball.
Yes, and he had a man all by himself, as we see there. Scholl could have gone in and marked that, but he's gone over the line, Mark Roberts.
When they go to the sideline, the umpire gets a very good sight. If the whole ball is across the line, umpires will bounce it. They'll call it. If you come out to the end line, there's no problem because they can't tell.
8 points the margin. That could be expensive. Rush through for a behind. Make the margin 9 points. Simon Madden directing traffic.
Essendon ringing the North Melbourne fellows who are gathering at the centre half back position.
Schwass the leader there, but Roberts comes in short. Stevens drops it. He's only 20 metres out from goal. Not a great hand pass to Smith. And a soccer forward was wide of the mark, either Long or Wanganeen.
They really do take a chance, don't they, the full-backs, when kicking out like that. In a lot of cases, we've seen it on a couple of occasions today. They've hit a man, but on that occasion it came undone, and you really do pay the penalty.
Obviously by design. Ball comes off hands. Chandler across the goal face. Martin kept his head back towards half back, but Hurd's in the road. Some of those short passes coming unstuck after the behind. After some uncertainty from the full back, I would have thought the best thing to do is plant it long.
This is his first kick, Shane Hurd.
First, you're joking. He's had 10 possessions.
10.
He's nearly best on ground. He's amazing me.
Computer malfunction. Here's Hurd. He kicks from just inside the 50. It's floating. It's a goal. He's got it.
Well, I was one of those people who scoffed when Hurd was drafted because I didn't think he could make a comeback like this, but he's playing a top game.
He's picking up Ramiro. Last week he didn't get a kick, but either did his opponent. But he's done a lot of hard work around the ground, Hurd, putting his body in or shepherding his man off or allowing for a teammate to come through.
Salmon wins in the middle, and Essendon starting to get on top in this quarter. Stevens. High kick to half forward. Hurd's back there with Romero. He kicked the last goal and he beats his man again this time to Izzard. Lucky kick onto the chest of Bailey. Short pass. Harvey runs onto it, delivers the hand pass to Long, back to Harvey. They've lost it. Picked up by Rock. Carey again, a danger man at half forward. Takes the mark, plays on, he shouldn't have. Hewitt gets him. Izzard back there for the Bombers. Salmon has to wait. Murray came to spoil him. Murray at ground level. Gee, Buick's having a top day too. 12 possessions and 3 goals. Kransberg out into open spaces. Kick it to Smith. Kick it, losing ground. Goes back with a hand pass. It's good play to O'Donnell. O'Donnell's kick inside 50. Somerville got underneath it. Madden there to use the body, but didn't come out with the ball. Mann.
Kicks it through centre, but only as far as Salmon. Essendon really putting their stamp on this game. Flood gets it away to McMillan. He runs through the middle. Goes long down towards full forward. Going back is Roberts. Got a hand on it, but knocked it down to the advantage of Madden. Madden, a centering hand pass. Long. Does well, Long, from 15 metres out. It's a goal. Essendon 10-9, North Melbourne 7-6.
Ever since we've redesigned our service stations worldwide, something's happened. Millions of new customers have switched to BP. But more than just a shiny new station, these drivers have discovered BP's advanced fuels and oils for optimum engine performance and the convenience of BP's car washes and shops. So you see, our new green stations brought them in. But it's everything else we do that's bringing them back. BP, on the move.
When you buy your home, the Bank of Melbourne will cut your borrowing costs in 2 ways. With a low $500 upfront fee and a low 13.95% per annum interest rate. Cut the cost of borrowing.
The Big Lounge is a chain of no-frills factory outlets, and we're offering up to an unbelievable 60% off. That's up to a huge 60% off our normally low lounge suite and sofa bed prices. Have a look at these bargains. This is a genuine and massive stock liquidation sale. Race down or you'll miss out. Don't forget, we're offering up to 60% off, so you'll save big bucks at any of our 7 big locations: Mulgrave, South Melbourne, Mornington, Geelong, Bendigo, Ballarat and Swan Hill.
Listerine is the leading antiseptic mouthwash. Clinical tests prove Listerine reduces plaque by up to 50% over brushing alone, and it helps prevent new plaque from forming. Listerine, twice a day for a fresh, healthy mouth.
This is a reminder about the new tax rules for savings accounts and investments that start soon. If you earn any interest or dividends, time is running out, to quote your tax file number or exemption. Even if you are exempt, you still need to get your forms in to your bank or investment body as soon as you can. Don't leave it till the last minute. Do it now, before you run out of time.
Kick off the 1991 season with the all-new AFL football sticker book and stickers. 32 full-colour pages packed with information on all the teams and the stars. Collect and swap the stickers, players, coaches, and the club's logos to complete your fantastic souvenir of the season. There's even a terrific photo offer and a great competition. The AFL Football 1991 sticker book and stickers available now.
Most impressive quarter, this one by the Bombers. They've kicked 5 goals to 1. Somerville gets it down, but to no real effect. Roberts in desperate trouble. Wanganeen now from about 20 metres out. Tries to pull it back. It floats out of bounds on the full.
It's the second time Roberts has done that when he's got the handball. Very slow. He got away with it earlier, but got caught on that occasion.
Steele goes short to German. Still in the back pocket, Peter German. And suddenly the options closing down for North. On the outer side, strong Mark O'Donnell. Plays on immediately. Smothered off the boot. He gets his second chance, though, inside the 50. O'Donnell just misses. Thompson. Target practice at the present time.
Thompson coming on for Essendon. Ridley off.
Bomber Thompson, acting skipper today in the absence of Tim Watson, injured last week. He'll miss a month. Short pass into Smith. Over half back to Martin.
Strong mark. Good mark.
Michael Martin might have attracted Brownlow votes last week for his game on the Gold Coast on Saturday night. Up towards half forward. Well, Carey interfering this time. That's a free. The mark anyway. It's to be Salmon's free kick. Backwards to Izard. Over the centre circle to half forward. Somerville. Somehow it comes out to Steele. McCarthy on his own. And Allison into Romero. Inside the 50 metres. Oh, top smother by Hurd. Great football. Off to Cransburg. And the Bombers take it round the attacking side. Instead of being a goal at one end, it might be a goal at the other. Cransburg to half forward. Madden off hands to Buick, who's been a great rover, capitalising on everything. Kick, it's there, but it's offline, the kick, and through for a behind.
They're playing well. Just over 3 minutes remaining till half-time.
He's had 7 shots at goal, Buick.
Fairley's gone to centre half back. Ross Smith to bring it in. And again, some indecision. And he goes for distance. Kicks it outside the 50. Bailey, was he held? Not according to the umpire. German on the burst. Gets it across towards Steele. McMullen did well that time for Essendon. Won the ball despite being outnumbered. Bomber Thompson hard against the boundary line, confronted by Martin, but left him in his wake. Now a centering kick. Essendon in best position, almost a mark to Madden. Well done by Kicker. Slapped out of there by Steele. Taken by Larkin. Good evasion. Kicks it wide. It bounces just inside the field of play and runs out in front of Rock. 10-11 Essendon. 7-6 North Melbourne. And the Kangaroos now need a spark. Murray and Somerville, won by the latter, taken by Stevens. Gains about 20 metres with a kick. It went very high. Schwass off the ground. Now North can make something here. They lead in all directions to the ball. This is Allison running away from his own goal. Runners breaking to the outside, but he goes between the two of them, and Hurd takes the mark. Schwass one side of him, and Romero the other, but Hurd was able to take that mark. Lays it off to O'Donnell, who finds Madden. And that's the difference going in. Essendon far more polished.
Yes, well, North Melbourne really have one marking option up forward, and that's been Carey. And largely he's been kept a lot quieter this quarter than in the first term. But Essendon have, well, if it's not Salmon, it's Madden or Somerville.
But they're also doing so well across the centre of the ground, Essendon, and they're delivering the ball into space, which allows these bigger fellows to run, or the marking or the leading player to run into space confidently, knowing that the ball's going to be out in front. That's the way every forward would like it. So the problems are really up the ground for North Melbourne.
Simon Madden, Breeze at his back, a little bit right to left from there. 45 metres out. Poked at that. The Breeze might help it get there. Right on the line. Did it make it? Goal umpire lost his hat, but signalled a goal.
First goal for the veteran. He only kicked 1 point last week. 77 playing 48. And Essendon really storming away now. And here it is. See the way that O'Donnell's able to run out of the centre there. There's really no pressure being applied. He can drop the ball wherever he likes.
Back in the middle, Essendon going forward again. Bailey to Wanganeen to Long. Long a left footer. Goal square job. Madden again.
Well, if there's any criticism of Mark, he might have been in front just that little bit too far. He should have been touching the body of Madden. See how far he's caught. He just doesn't know where Madden is. He hasn't got eyes in the back of his head. And Madden had him set up.
Madden's second goal in a minute. The Bombers racing away in this quarter. 7 goals to 1.
Yes, they can do no wrong. They've got the break out of the centre. Salmon got the hit down. Murray's got to put his body in. And there's Long running onto it. And the good thing about Essendon is going long into their forward line.
So the Bombers breaking this game wide open. 12-11 to 7-6. Dying moments of the first half. Murray dropped it. Hurd slaps it out. Izard missed it. Peter German ran into a dead end. Stevens, aided by a good shepherd from the big fellow. Murray hooked it across his body. Allison over his head. Carey. Can North get a late goal? Allison, 35 metres out and closing. He's got it. Oh, they needed that one. 8-6 to 12-11.
With most small video cameras, uncontrollable shakes. But now, Panasonic's VHS Gyro Movie takes out the shake, even on the move.
Just how you like it. Stir, not shaken.
The world's first Gyro Movie.
The nation's truck drivers have a long way to go, working hard to deliver the goods that keep this country moving.
And of course, we all want to get to our destination safely. So, leave plenty of space between yourself and the trucks. On the highway, about 10 car lengths is a safe distance. And don't cut in too quickly when overtaking. Remember, trucks need far more room for braking than a car does. Take care on the roads. Try and help the professionals, because we're trying to help you.
Over the next 4 weeks, the Sunday Age has free footy club stickers. And with 15 teams in the AFL this year, there's more stickers to collect. This week, it's Collingwood, Adelaide, Fitzroy and Richmond. Football, it all makes sense in the Sunday Age.
The Big Lounge is a chain of no-frills factory outlets, and we're offering up to an unbelievable 60% off. That's up to a huge 60% off our normally low lounge suite and sofa bed prices. Have a look at these bargains. This is a genuine and massive stock liquidation sale. Race down or you'll miss out. Don't forget, we're offering up to 60% off, so you'll save big bucks at any of our 7 big locations: Mulgrave, South Melbourne, Mornington, Geelong, Bendigo, Ballarat and Swan Hill.
Can you control your own blood pressure? A new Australian invention could teach you how.
Here we go.
And the hovercraft that's right out of the space age, Beyond 2000 Tuesday. In Home and Away.
Well, Pippa, your fiancé is an arrogant jerk.
A family in crisis.
Do you want to lay charges, Michael? Yes, I do.
Friendships are put aside.
No, I said go to your room.
An emotional tug of war.
Can Bobby come too?
And teenage temptation.
You're mad. What if Al finds out?
In Home and Away this week.
And so a 7-goal quarter by Essendon after they trailed by 7 points at the first change. The Bombers by 29 points at half-time. We go back to the match now and we pick up play at the start of the third term.
The start of the third term at the Melbourne Cricket Ground. And North with the job in front of them. Gallagher and Madden, one down by the former, taken by Izard, kicking towards half forward. Strong mark is taken by Wanganeen. He's got plenty of class, only 17 years of age.
Looks like a boy in an all-age comp, doesn't he?
12th man taken in the 89 draft. Kicks down towards full forward. Salmon simply too tall. Very hard to beat in that situation. He plants himself in front.
You really have to get a run at him. I realise that Martin just caught out of position. When it comes to man-on-man, body against body, Salmon usually does win out. The simple thing is he's taller than anyone else playing the game.
Kicking at his second. Should get this. He's only about 30 metres out, almost directly in front. He's kicked truly. Just the start North Melbourne didn't want.
And the start that Essendon did want, just to reinforce North Melbourne, they got a game in front of them. And the margin out now to 35 points. It's a good kick from Salmon. He's a very accurate kick when close to goal.
Well, they need more of his goal scoring. He's been their leading goal scorer for the last 4 years. But back in the middle, Madden wins. Can't get it clear, though. Schwass for North Melbourne. High, wide and handsome out to half-forward flank. Rock, can he keep it in? Not quite. McMullen ran him over the line.
It's interesting the way Madden's jumping that fraction earlier and upsetting Gallagher. Now, Gallagher can get up higher than Madden. Madden's not getting off the ground very high at all, but it's just the fact he jumps a little earlier into Gallagher is really upsetting him.
And it can hurt, can't it, Don? Holding the ball. Rock making no attempt to get rid of it, and McMullen will take the free kick. And McMullen, formerly of Collingwood. Somerville outnumbered. Steele read it well. Trouble for Chandler. Wanganeen, a beautiful little pass to Harvey. Courage by Harvey, and he's cleaned up by Martin.
Now that is a fellow keeping his eye on the ball. There are two fellows keeping their eyes on the ball. What an effort from Harvey. In a lot of cases he brings injury onto himself because of his courage, I suppose. It gets him into predicaments, but the man who doesn't look too good is Martin, who obviously got a really heavy cork thigh. He's being helped by the trainers. But that's what you're expected to do, and Harvey did it on the forward line. Let's hope he's all right. Let's hope he's all right. He's taken the mark. Martin doesn't look too good.
Well, actually, at this stage, Martin looks more likely to come off.
There he is again on replay. Look, eyes just for the ball, Harvey.
Well, that's great stuff. Well, both players have broken away from the trainers. Mark Harvey had played in a couple of premiership teams when he was still a teenager. Goes for goal from about 40 metres out. Oh, great stuff. Well done, Mark Harvey. The Bombers have added a couple in this quarter, 14-11 to 8-6.
Well, you've got to take your hat off to Harvey in situations like that. And then he finishes it off with a great goal. He's had a wretched run with injuries throughout his career, Harvey. It's good to see him back.
So it's Essendon now by 41 points. North Melbourne most disappointing. Both the ruckmen miss it. Hurd under a lot of pressure. Eventually North win it forward as the kick goes out towards right half forward from German. Storming up the ground, McCarthy lays it off to Roberts. Roberts inside the 50 goes Goldwood. Misses to the right hand side.
He's very, very quick in his reaction, McCarthy, because he was going right that time and then quickly shot the ball across to the left to Roberts. That was great play.
Danaher brings it in. Buick on the burst. Little chip pass out wide. Anderson didn't have to break stride. Good kick. He's on centre wing. Now he centres it. Somerville goes up. Knocks it back into the face of Ridley. Hand pass comes across from Bailey to Anderson. Anderson inside the attacking 50. Salmon again. Well, he's keeping Martin anchored to the ground. They're using his body superbly. And again, Martin had no play on the ball.
Martin actually went behind. You see there, behind. He plays better, Martin, when he's out in front, attacking the ball as he did last week and has done on occasions here today.
Salmon's kicked 2 goals. He'll take a good kick from here. He'll kick right on the 50. Good-looking effort. It holds in the breeze, but it's still good enough.
You know, one of the reasons Essendon haven't won since 1985, won the premiership, they haven't had enough goal-scoring potential. Salmon's been their leading goal kicker for the last 4 years with 43, 37, 36 and 43. Now, if he can keep up an average of 3 or 4, Bombers might be a lot better off.
One thing about the Essendon forward line, when they do play well, they do share the goals around.
Bombers have brought up the century, 101 to 55.
Yes, that's good umpiring on that occasion. Simon Madden jumping that little earlier on that occasion.
Gallagher, who played in Carlton's premiership team in '87. And Madden, who played in Essendon's in '84 and '85. Kicked by Gallagher to the 50. Carey. Careful. That's 9 marks to Wayne Carey. In his 3rd season in the AFL, the South Australian to the goal square.
Oh, that's a free kick.
Kransberg gets back there to run that through for a behind.
Free kick should have been paid to McCarthy on that occasion, taken out by Kransberg away from the ball.
There's the time remaining. It's a big deficit as far as North are concerned. Danaher. Grandstand side, going for distance. They've dominated the air generally, and that's no exception. Somerville. He's at right half back. Towards centre wing. Harvey props in front. Knocked away by Smith, but he infringed. Harvey will get the free. He's been very busy so far in this term.
Oh, no.
50 metres.
I think Ross Smith, he didn't do that intentionally on that occasion. It was just a misthrow. And he's paid the penalty. Well, the umpire a little lenient because he really hasn't given him 50 metres. It's about 30. So I think the umpire appreciated what Ross Smith was trying to do.
And Ross pleading his case, saying he doesn't claim to be Joe Montana. There goes the kick down towards the pocket. Salmon again. This is getting very repetitive. Paul Salmon wasting no time. Vacant goal, misses to the near side. Essendon 15-12. North Melbourne 8-8. Fairly to bring it in.
Well, Paul Salmon, now 26 years of age. Maybe we're going to get back to the mid-80s when he had 60-odd goals up in 13 rounds before injuring his knee and missing the rest of the season.
This is Thompson to Izzard on the 50. Alan Izzard is centering kick. Where's Salmon? Out he comes. One of two. Harvey comes up with it. It's an Essendon ball. And one suspects another goal coming up from about 20 metres out directly in front. Maybe a little further out.
Well, actually, it was Salmon who had the hands in front, but it was Harvey's stronger grip that actually brought the ball down.
Harvey with 5 marks, matching Salmon and Madden in the air. From right in front, spears the kick way right and scores a behind. But Harvey and Salmon are doing all the scoring for the Bombers in this quarter. Salmon's kicked 2-1, Harvey 1-1.
Good to see Martin all right after that clash, actually still limping. Probably have a bad corky tomorrow.
Looking for the men to peel off at half-back. Chandler is the one. He hasn't gained much ground. They have possession, that's about all. Now Chandler goes longer in the direction of Gallagher. Salmon from the back, almost dragged down a screamer. Ground level McMullen. Short pass, fingernail to it by German. Anderson up to the 50-metre line. Larkin goes backwards with the hand pass. North Melbourne out of trouble. High one by Rott. Out towards centre wing. That was a shocking kick.
A pressure kick.
And we'll have a boundary throw-in. Well, Gallagher's had a big task against everything Essendon have thrown at him. Bailey to Izzard to O'Donnell. Across the ground. Harvey again. Well, that knock doesn't seem to have taken anything out of him. The pass to Salmon dropped short. Martin in front. Larkin. And the skipper rips it out of defence. Out to centre wing. Roberts did well. Mark Roberts. Inside half forward. Easy mark to Hurd.
The most impressive, the veteran. Squares it. Anthony Danaher has it now out towards right half back. 15-13 to 8-8. Danaher towards centre wing. Anderson on the lead, got a hand to it. Couldn't control it, it's out of bounds.
Interesting, Martin on that occasion was in front of Salmon. He's a better player when he's in front and attacks the ball.
A real contrast coming into this game. North Melbourne tipped as the big improvers this year as Gallagher gets it down. Schwass's high kick goes down towards left half forward. Off hands. Ramiro a half chance. Well played by Carey. Into the path of Ramiro. Run down by Hurt, who takes it personally. Across it comes to German. Superb smother there. A despairing smother by Bailey, or was it Flood? It was Flood. Ball spills back. Meantime towards midfield. Roberts has got the run of it. In trouble. On the ground. He gets it away to German. German on the 50. Long down towards full forward. McCarthy goes up. Got his hands to it. Goes back after it. Transberg forces it behind. Well done. Just talking about the contrast between these two sides. I think a lot of people writing the epitaph of Essendon. But so far today, it's North who have failed the test.
Well, they really didn't have a game, Essendon, for 2 weeks prior to last week, and they really came in underdone against Richmond. Only a couple of good players, but this week they seem a lot better.
And last week, of course, they beat the Tigers with 6 seconds left on the last kick of the game. Larkin, centering kick. McCarthy hits the ground at the front. Madden got the ball and his opponent. Eventually, Kransberg, after a little deflection earlier on by Ridley. Wide open now for the Bombers. Wanganeen pops it high for Salmon or Harvey. Harvey onto it and runs into the goal.
What a kick. Today's game is part of the Carlton and United Breweries 1991 AFL Premiership season.
And certainly for Essendon, much more breathing space than they enjoyed last week against Richmond. Tearaway winners 25-17 to 13-16 for the Bombers. Buick got 5 and 4 each to Harvey and Salmon. Somerville kicked 3, and for North Melbourne it was McCarthy 5 and Carey 3. 3 reported players from Essendon, Fox and Bailey, and from North Melbourne, Wayne Schwass will also have to front the tribunal. 24,961 fans were at the MCG this afternoon. We'll take a break. Hawthorn and Richmond out at VFL Park. It's coming up next on the AFL Today.
The wagon's loaded, you hit the road, and then you hit the first big hill. Unfortunately, too many family wagons perform like this. However, the Mitsubishi Magna wagon is powered by the spirited 2.6-litre Astron engine. When you're weighed down with a load, you won't be weighed down by the performance. The 2.6-litre Magna wagon from Mitsubishi.
This year, book early for your ski holiday to New Zealand with Mount Cook Line. Only $914 includes your return airfare, accommodation, ski lift passes and transfers. Book now with Harvey World Travel and Ski New Zealand.
Harvey World Travel, the travel professional for you.
Over the next 4 weeks, the Sunday Age has free footy club stickers. And with 15 teams in the AFL this year, there's more stickers to collect. This week, it's Collingwood, Adelaide, Fitzroy and Richmond. Football, it all makes sense in the Sunday Age.
Listerine is the leading antiseptic mouthwash. Clinical tests prove Listerine reduces plaque by up to 50% over brushing alone, and it helps prevent new plaque from forming. Listerine, twice a day for a fresh, healthy mouth.
There's 20 good reasons to get into Simon & Garfunkel 20 Greatest Hits. There's Mrs. Robinson, The Sound of Silence, Homeward Bound, Cecilia, Bridge Over Troubled Water, and more. 20 timeless songs from one of music's most famous duos. Simon & Garfunkel 20 Greatest Hits, out now.
Sunday night, it all happens. The moment you get to find out if you're smarter than the stars.
Georgie Parker, gold medalist Lindley Free, Grant Tugwell, Craig McLaughlin, Shirley Strawn, and Annie Jones.
Fascinating quiz questions that will test your knowledge and powers of observation. And everyone can win the giant mortgage buster. There's never been anything like it. So, see if you're smarter than the stars in the main event. The fun way to spend Sunday night before the movie on 7.
The AFL today continues in just a few moments as we go to VFL Park. But first, let's go to Bruce McAvaney in the Sports World office. And Bruce, you've got a couple of very interesting guests, more than a couple, on the show tomorrow morning.
Looking forward to it, Peter. It's all action down here tonight. Kirsty Marshall's coming in. She had a tremendous year in World Cup skiing. And John Bertrand, who's back on centre stage after winning his first national yachting title in 11 years. Plus racing, Sydney Cup, Keith Hillier, and cricket with Keith Stackpole, and plenty from Burl's Beach. So a fair bit there, Pete.
And on the football side of things, the outspoken Alan McAllister. You won't have trouble interviewing him, and also Paul Salmon.
No, I think Ron Barassi's been waiting to get at Alan McAllister all week. Alan can certainly create a headline, and so can Collingwood. They unfurled the flag today. What a marvellous moment it was at Victoria Park. The last time this happened, 1959, after
you remember
the 58 final. I can't, Pete. I wasn't born. What about you?
Oh, just.
It looked pretty limp there for a while, didn't it? But it finally got up. But Alan will be coming in tomorrow, and we're looking forward to that. And also Paul Salmon. So plenty on the footy tomorrow. Some one-sided games today, I know,
yes.
but Collingwood did very well. And, gee, Essendon looked in good form. So Paul Salmon, no doubt, will be chirpy. Hope you get up at 9 tomorrow morning, Pete.
Well, I'll be up because I've got to go to Sydney for the football, Bruce, and plenty, of course, the racing, speaking of Sydney.
Yes, with a cup with Just a Dancer winning, so we'll have all that with Keith Hillier.
OK, look forward to it. Thanks, Bruce. Sports World tomorrow at 9 o'clock. Well, out at VFL Park today, the Tigers were determined to open their accounts after close calls against St Kilda and Essendon, games in which the side performed well enough to win, but simply didn't. Selectors subsequently made 5 changes to the lineup that went down to the Bombers, former captain Mark Lee being just one of the casualties. And at Glenferrie, the Hawks made only 1 change to last week's side that absolutely slaughtered Sydney. Hall in for Kennedy, but of course they were still without Dermot Brereton, who the last time they played incidentally booted 11 goals for the Brown and Gold as Hawthorn won by 91 points. That was in round 16 of 1990. Our commentators today were Peter McKenna and Bruce McAvaney. We joined the play with 11 minutes remaining in the first quarter. It's Richmond by 4 points.
13-9, 2-1-1-3. Tigers by 4 points. Cloak has to sit underneath and wait. Lawrence over the back. Ben Allen. Hudson. Anderson. Eluded a couple of tackles. Then kicks for goal and kicks it through. Hawks back in front. 2-3 to 2-1.
Well, a dangerous player, Dean Anderson. That started from the centre bounce with Lawrence, the big thump, and good play by Hudson. A clever little hand pass over the top, and he was cornered, actually, Anderson, but he was able to elude the tackle onto the right foot, a hurry kick, beat the pack, and through for a valuable goal. Hawthorn by 2 points. Oh, big fresh air shot. It was by Lawrence at the ears, taking it forward. Taken by Hall, good play. Anderson, the danger player, for the half-forward line, looking for Dunstall. It's weighted back a bit on that occasion. The quick kick comes out towards Dunstall's opponent. This is Turner. Turner to Smith, Platten after him. A hurry kick by Smith, straight to Jenke. Good play by Jenke to get it back into play. There's all Richmond there, the mark taken by Lees.
Just waiting for a couple of options. Cloak a target about 50 metres away. And that's the direction it's going. Deer with him. Whitman misses it. Cloak tackled by Ayres, and Whitman almost up the centre wing for the Tigers. They trail by 2 points. Hawthorn last week big winners over Sydney, and Richmond looked pretty unlucky against Essendon on the Monday. Condon got it over to Hall, to Anderson, who looks for Dunstall. Over his head. He got rid of Turner pretty cleverly, though. Still Dunstall. Chips it round. Good-looking kick. Just misses. So Dunstall very much in the play. He ran Turner under the ball brilliantly, didn't he?
He did a couple of those last week against the Swans, against young Craig Nettlebeck, but he led Turner under it. Now, that's what Turner's got to watch for, because he's not a basic full forward. He's got a lot of clever tricks up his sleeves. And on that occasion, it was a difficult angle. Turner to the half-back line. Jenke sets himself, couldn't take the mark, gets it again. Good play, Jenke inside to Hudson. Hudson an open goal, stabs and slams it through for a goal. Good goal. Paul Hudson kicks his first. Hawthorn kicked their third, and they hit the front. 3-4 plays 2-1.
Good play there by the Hawks, and Hudson able to finish it off. He's been battling for a spot in this team, hasn't quite been able to fulfill that earlier promise. Played for Tasmania last year against the Vicks.
What a game he played in that game.
Sure did.
That was a great play then, Bruce, by Jenke. He almost took the mark, but his recovery was magnificent. And he gave it over to Hudson. Clever play, and son of former Hawthorn champ Peter Hudson. Good to see him playing so well.
(22-13), 3-4 to 2-1. Hawthorn just starting to get on top. Ben Allen to fall forward to Dunstall. It won't quite get that far. Bannock, who's done a good job in defence, been able to help Turner out there. Goes wide, gets Lambert, crisscrossing a bit Richmond. He'll chip it, and does cleverly. Lee's long handball. They're setting it up here. Bauer at halfback. Mitchell, first time he's really been in the play.
What a duel that'll be, Mitchell versus Pritchard, Bruce.
Yes, a tremendous pace, explosive pace between the two of them. Good mark by Gale, who Peter's mentioned a couple of times. The problem for Gowers.
He's got to get in front, Andrew Gowers.
Hogg versus Langford. Knights, here's a real chance for Richmond. Knights, a wobbly one, and it wobbles through. 3-1 to 3-4. The Tigers back within 3 points.
Well, the Tigers are playing well. They took that right from the half-back line, right around that outer wing, and Mitchell took the mark, got it going quickly, and eventually Knights was a very clever player. He looked for an option. That was the good part of his play. He looked across to see if he could short pass, saw that he couldn't, and the wobbly old kick bounced through, but a good goal. 3 points to margin. Hawthorn lead. Back to the centre. It was Knights losing it to Jenke. He was held. Platten grabs it out of the centre. Quick kick finds Hudson. Might have been touched off the boot. Taken by Bannock. That was good play, Richmond. Bannock out to centre wing. And this is Justin Pickering. Pickering a chip pass. Whitman from behind flies. Waitman cleverly. Nichols tapped it on, then was held. Umpire called play on. This is Steve Lawrence coming back into the fray. Goes short. Loose men everywhere for Hawthorn. Condon goes inside. Jenke doing very well. Very balanced player. Kicks it long, looking for Dunstall. Over the back, Dunstall to Paul Geary. He's on the right foot. A long hand pass. Hall at open goal. Kicks and goals for the Hawks. Tony Hall was kicked his first. Hawthorn 4-4, lead Richmond 3-1.
Sure, home loan rates have fallen, but only a Westpac home loan will drop an extra 1% per annum off the current rate for the first 6 months of your loan. For an affordable home loan, you can bank on Westpac.
If there's one thing that'll test your loyalty,
G'day, Bob. What brings you out here? Oh, just passing. Oh, yeah.
it's all the power of a V6 four-wheel drive.
What do you reckon?
All the power of a 2.5-litre turbo diesel, or all the power of a 2.6-litre engine at a really good price.
Interested? Likely.
Yep, if there's one thing that'll test your loyalty, it's Triton. From who else but Mitsubishi?
Panasonic's VHS Gyro Movie features high-speed precision autofocusing and a unique digital snapshot recording. The world's first gyro movie from...
There's not a thing in the house.
No worries. There's a Caltex up the road.
So?
Everybody needs somebody.
So, what do we want?
How about a new car?
You could win a brand new Hyundai S Coupe plus thousands of instant prizes in the Coca-Cola Caltex Lucky License Plate promotion.
Let Caltex share the driving with you.
Scratch to win with Coke and Caltex.
Kick off the 1991 season with the all-new AFL Football Sticker Book and Stickers. 32 full-colour pages packed with information on all the teams and the stars. Collect and swap the stickers, players, coaches, and the club's logos to complete your fantastic souvenir of the season. There's even a terrific photo offer and a great competition. The AFL Football 1991 sticker book and stickers available now.
Dick Smith Electronics for value savings and selection. Over $400 off the Acer 500 Plus with super sharp mono monitor plus printer, all for a sensational $895. Tired of that boring old phone? Our wall or desk mount is the answer. At $49.95 you won't find better value. Save $30 on our popular telephone answering machine. At $99 it's compact, easy to use with 12 months warranty. The best value savings and selection at Dick Smith Electronics.
7 Nightly News with Jennifer Kite. Your news, your newsreader.
Nobody knows news like 7.
Sunday, it's Donald Duck's latest comedy premiere. Featuring special guest star, funny man... John Candy. Donald the Starstruck Duck premieres on the magical world of Disney Sunday.
Hawthorn by 9 points. Cloak has been in great form in recent weeks. Here's Bowen. Caught. Can't get his boot to it. Hudson harassing him. Platten in after it. And Ayres. Now there, you couldn't get two better terriers than Ayres and Platten. And there's Johnny Platten, who came back to a bit of form last week against the Swans. Was a little bit like his old self.
Trademark with those locks. Free kick to Richmond. Knight's not happy with the tackle from Allen, who's got the tagging job on him. Wide to Nichols. To Pickering. He's got to beat Whitman for this footy. It's an important one. Whitman kept the pressure on, but Pickering did a good job. Nichols free kick. Against Whitman. Long way out, Nichols. Centering kick, gets some distance. Gale again. Collins read it well, misses Lawrence. Mitchell will swoop on it with pace off the ground. Bad luck for Michael Mitchell. Just wouldn't sit up for him, would it?
He's a little bit stiff. Gee, he's an exciting player and great to have him back in the side. I think appendicitis he suffered from. Michael Tuck, what a player. Over 400 league games, 37 years of age. Tap down to Condon, or touch of the fumbles allows Lambert to grab it and hook it through for a goal. Good goal. Richmond come back 4-1, trail Hawthorn 4-4. And I think Anthony Condon, Bruce, just a little bit casual, the one-handed attempt instead of two hands and grabbing it hard, and that was a costly mistake, allowed Lambert in. 6 kicks, Craig Lambert, and 2 handballs. So those little men, they've got as good a mosquito fleet in the league as any team.
(28-25). Cloak, great tap down to Nichols. Speak of the mosquito fleet. Naish at the back. Good mark in the front. Well, not paid. Thought that could have been for Whitman. Naish, Langford, Tuck. Quick kick to the centre. Lawrence with a height advantage there. Allen misses it, but gets it back. Handball to Pritchard, who's got some space here. Takes a while to sit up for him. Has to go backwards. Loses that big advantage he had, but chips it to Platten at centre half forward. Too far out for Platten to score. But Dunstall should be the target. Platten goes long. Doesn't time it very well. Bauer in the front spot against Jarman. Mitchell cleverly. They play the 1-2 on Jarman. No free kick for Jarman. He might have been a bit unlucky.
Yeah, Mitchell to half forward. Over the back, Andrew Collins will tap it on. He's got backup support from Gowers. On to Hudson, who's playing well. Hudson to the half forward line. Tony Hall sets himself. Tap to ground. The trip. It will be a free kick to Pickering, but I was getting back to John Platten before. That was shocking play by Platten to go for a torpedo punt. Should have been setting it up with a drop punt for his full forward in Dunstall. What a brilliant Mark Jenke. A great Mark Jenke. He's playing well. Couple of bounces on the left foot. Oh, Dunstall at the back. Now it's Hall. Hall taps it on to Anderson.
He went for the hand pass. Anderson gets it again. Hooks it round the corner. Is this a goal? It looks a brilliant kick. Oh, what a goal to Dean Anderson. Top kick. Dean Anderson's second goal. Hawthorn 5-4, lead Richmond 4-1.
Well, brilliant play by the Hawks, all starting from a magnificent mark by Jenke against the tide, with knowing Waitman was there. Nichols did very well to stop the Anderson handball in the first place, but Anderson with that kick round his body, his second goal for the first quarter, and that was a beauty to set up a lead of 9 points.
Lawrence jumping very high in the centre of the ground. Now this is Platten. They go forward again, Hawthorn. Lee's back with the flight of the ball. Couldn't mark. Loser. Oh, danger here. Anderson for his third goal. Kicks. Misses. So another chance to the Hawks. They've had 10 scoring shots to 5, but only 5-5 on the board to 4-1 of Richmond. But he is in good form, Anderson. He played well in a losing side when they played the Adelaide Crows on that Friday night in Adelaide.
Turner's kick, Lawrence and Cloak. Condon, Hudson. Behind. So Hudson, who kicked a goal earlier in the quarter, has kicked 1-2. It's 5-6 to 4-1. High standard match, 36 to 25. Deep into this first quarter into time on, just 2 3/4 minutes remaining. And Peter, an important couple of minutes for Richmond. They've got a hold here. They've done a good job, but if Hawthorn can bang on another one, then a lot of the good job has been undone.
Well, they've actually played very well, Richmond. But they're a difficult side to counter, Hawthorn. They've got so many options and so many good running players. But I agree with you, Bruce. They have to hold them in this couple of minutes. There's Knights. On to Steve Ryan. Now, he's loose. A short pass to Menegola. Oh, a little bit casual, I felt. Allows Tuck in there. Oh, free kick to Tuck. He was grabbed when he didn't have it. Now, Tuck will look to play on. He always does. Now, he's going to kick out to the half-forward line. Paul Deere. Oh, great mark here. A top mark. Now, he should get it going. Dunstall leads to the pocket. He kicks it out wide. Out comes Dunstall. Oh, 3 Hawthorn players rattle that one. And this man is having a day out, Ray Jenke. He's playing very, very well. Well, he spent a year or so in and out of the reserves, up to the seniors, and, well, he's playing well today. Ray Jenke, a chance to kick Hawthorn's 6th goal. Normally a pretty good kick. There it is. Oh, no, he kicks it out to the right. And another behind, so poor kicking by Hawthorn. 5-7, so that's only 7 behinds from 12 scoring shots. 12 scoring shots to 5, so really they have wasted this first quarter.
Turner. Cloak the target. Ryan there as well. Anderson, who's been one of the stars of the first term, to Allen. High one to the square. Turner and Dunstall. Dunstall used his body brilliantly. Hudson kicks a goal. 6-7 to 4-1. The Hawks by 3.
Jane still in the shower?
She'll be ready when the hot water runs out.
Vulcan Gas Freeloader. 73 days free gas hot water, year after year.
73 days.
Ever since we've redesigned our service stations worldwide, something's happened. Millions of new customers have switched to BP. But more than just a shiny new station, these drivers have discovered BP's advanced fuels and oils for optimum engine performance and the convenience of BP's car washes and shops. So you see, our new green stations brought them in. But it's everything else we do that's bringing them back. BP, on the move.
If there's one thing that'll test your loyalty,
G'day, Bob. What brings you out here? Oh, just passing. Oh, yeah.
it's all the power of a V6 four-wheel drive.
What do you reckon?
All the power of a 2.5-litre turbo diesel, or all the power of a 2.6-litre engine at a really good price.
Interested? Likely.
Yep, if there's one thing that'll test your loyalty, it's Triton. From who else but Mitsubishi?
Righto, what's this?
A camera.
And what's this?
A video camera.
And what's this?
A compact camera.
And what is this?
Cash.
Very good. Now, how do we turn these into this?
Michael's.
Yeah, I'm sorry?
Michael's Camera and Video. If your equipment is less than 10 years old, they'll pay you cash.
Really?
Yes. Michael's Camera and Video, corner of Elizabeth and Lonsdale Street City. They're paying cash for cameras now.
Cash for cameras, eh?
And video cameras and lenses and binoculars and...
See you at Michael's. Get the picture?
Over the next 4 weeks, the Sunday Age has free footy club stickers. And with 15 teams in the AFL this year, there's more stickers to collect. This week, it's Collingwood, Adelaide, Fitzroy and Richmond. Football, it all makes sense in the Sunday Age.
The Big Lounge is a chain of no-frills factory outlets, and we're offering up to an unbelievable 60% off. That's up to a huge 60% off our normally low lounge suite and sofa bed prices. Have a look at these bargains. This is a genuine and massive stock liquidation sale. Race down or you'll miss out. Don't forget, we're offering up to 60% off, so you'll save big bucks at any of our 7 big locations: Mulgrave, South Melbourne, Mornington, Geelong, Bendigo, Ballarat and Swan Hill.
Sunday night on Channel 7.
What the heck was that? Looked like sort of a big turtle in a trench coat.
The worldwide box office smash is about to hit every home across Australia. The first TV release of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. They're lean, green, and coming to your screen. Michelangelo, Donatello, Leonardo, and Raphael.
I love being a turtle!
For the first time, Sunday on 7.
So 18 points the difference at quarter time. We go back to VFL Park now and pick up play at the start of the second term.
Start of the second term, Richmond kicking to the left. Hawthorn leads by 18 points. Got away from the Tigers just towards the end of that first term. Mitchell, Bauer, only a short kick. Lambert unable to take it. Gowers gets it back to Ayres, who kicks to the centre wing. Bannick and Anderson. Anderson had a brilliant first quarter, kicked a couple of special goals. Here's Lambert to Mitchell. Had a quiet opening. Floating drop punt. Gale, excellent mark. He's been a real problem, as Peter McKenna's mentioned a couple of times, at centre half forward. He's got a marking edge over Gowers. The short one is a good one, a strong mark by Hogg. They're the two keys for them up forward.
Yeah, well, Hogg is a very, very good full forward. Leads well, hits the ball hard. He's on a good player, though, in Langford. We had no chance in Chris Langford. This would really pep the young Tigers up. If he could kick this from 48 metres, very acute angle. Oh, not a bad-looking kick. A beautiful kick right through the middle of goal to Jeff Hogg. Jeff Hogg has kicked 2. Richmond 5-1. Trail Hawthorn 6-7. Well, they might have to make a move shortly, Bruce, because Gowers is getting a hiding from Gale at centre-half forward. It's been a problem all year with Chris Muir out of the side for the Hawks. And the option, of course, is to bring Langford out, but that could be robbing Peter to pay Paul, of course. Langford's done very well on Kernahan in the past.
43-31, so the Tigers within 2 goals. Lawrence and Cloak. Cloak's quick kick to centre-half forward. Pickering. Menegola, who's been quiet. Hooks it back. Langford should take it. Oh, misses it. Really should have gobbled that one up. Nash, who can kick goals, round his body, hooks it and misses. But you don't see Langford doing that very often.
That's a bad miss. A very, very bad miss. Took it a little bit too easily, Chris Langford. 6-7 plays 5-2, and they wouldn't want to relax Hawthorn. This young Richmond side, very enthusiastic. Langford, beautiful kick out to Condon. If they can get it out the centre wing, Pritchard's on his own. Now, he's got Lawrence and Pritchard. Oh, again, Pritchard's still out there on his own. Whitman's missed him. But he kicks out long to Jarman. Jarman takes front position and a good mark on Bauer. And he's a clever player, Jarman. Immediately gets onto the right foot. Look at that kick to Dunstall. Can't take the second bite. Matthew Knights. Again, Richmond rebound. And a beautiful pass out to Mitchell. Mitchell, a long hand pass to Lambert. There are a lot of unchecked players in this game. Lambert to the half-forward line. The short one is on. Gowers puts pressure on. Breaking the tackle was Nash. And a push in the back. The umpire's found. And it will come back to Richmond at half-forward. And it looks like Chris Nash to take it. Andrew Collins on the mark. He's lost his boot. It's not his kicking foot, but he'll take his time and put it on, I would think. Yes, he does. This young guy kicked 4 goals against Essendon last week.
And 4 against the Saints in the opening round. So
yes, and reads the play well up in their forward pocket. Hangs around Jeff Hogg. Pressure put on Hogg many of the times that the ball comes down. A chance for a little rover down in the goal square area. Came from Wangaratta originally.
Good play by Knights in defence a few moments ago to win the hard ball and give Mitchell the space, and he was able to give it to Lambert. So this will test him, Peter, but certainly with the breeze behind him, there's a good chance he can kick this.
No doubt. I don't think about the distance, Bruce. He should certainly make that. The kick from a 50-metre line, very, very slight angle. Here's the kick. Oh, beautiful looking drop punch. Right through the middle for a goal to the Tigers. That's his first. Chris Nation, Richmond only trail by 5 points. Well, that free kick was for a push in the back. Not a lot in it, but technically the free kick was there. And it was a good rebound, that, as Bruce mentioned, from Knights. The kick was to Dunstall from Jarman, but they rebounded that ball very, very well from Mitchell.
Excellent start here by Richmond. 2 goals in the first 2 or 3 minutes of this second quarter. And they've got themselves back to within 5 points. Lawrence, Platten couldn't get away with it. Nichols was able to squeeze a kick to centre half forward. Gale probably should have taken it in the end, had enough time. Condon, Platten, had a lot of touches in the first quarter. Here's Dunstall, good kick, Platten. But just every time they get the footy, they know what to do with it. They know Dunstall will be on the lead.
But how good was that kick? And yet in the first quarter, when he broke clear, he went for an impossible torpedo punt, nearly put it out in the full, Johnny Platten.
Dunstall from 40 metres. He was missing these in the night series, but kicked that one pretty well. It's his second. 7-7-6-2.
Well, that was good play by Anthony Condon then to run straight at the ball. He got the, well, a little bit of a fortunate bounce, but set it up for Platten. And John Platten has the ability to kick like that, but at times he lets himself down by these long attempted 70-metre torpedo punch, which he very rarely gets onto, and it makes it hard for his forwards. Hawthorn by 11 points. Actually, Lawrence doing pretty well against Cloak at the centre bounces. Tapped out by Lawrence was good play to Gowers. To the half-forward line, Hall has it punched away. Jarman, clever. Very, very clever there, Jenky. The short one is on. Dunstall marks out in front. And young Scott Turner had no chance of stopping that. The last 2 kicks, no fullback in Australia would have stopped.
Gee, Jarman's handball was brilliant, wasn't it?
A lot of people were claiming they're almost throws, Bruce.
They're certainly quick, they're accurate, they're effective. Dunstall for his third. 8-7-6-2. And suddenly the Hawks are away again after Richmond had challenged them strongly.
Well, the slight breeze favouring the end which Richmond is kicking to, but you can score both ends at BFL Park on a day like this. Only a slight breeze, and sometimes, in fact, sides can play better into the breeze. And Hawthorn, if you give them that loose man, as Jarman created them with that quick hand pass, well, you can't stop that delivery to Dunstall. "17 points to margin. Lawrence doing well, centre bouncy, jumping high and aggressive. Mitchell. Knights shuffles it out to Lambert. Lambert to the full forward line. Hogg against Langford over the back. Hogg, gee, did that well. Hogg up in front of goal, but Tuck races at it and runs it through for behind. Good play by Michael Tuck, and that's years of experience. Richmond 6-3, Hawthorn 8-7.
407 games for Tucky. Chris Langford, himself in the veteran class. The 28-year-old, the fullback of the 80s, he was described as in the papers this morning. Hudson, Strong mark at centre half-back. Plays on. Collins, the best and fairest at the club last year. Tony Hall of beauty. Quick handball to Jenke. Jenke from centre half forward goes for Dunstall. Too far for him, but a chance for Pritchard. Walks in and goals. 9-7, 6-3. The Hawks are away now.
If saving money is your biggest goal, a West